to the Queen's Vault, where we talk about all things that matter to Black and brown women in 10 minutes or less. I'm your host, Queen TJ Woke. So without further ado, it's time to step into the vault. Up first on today's show is all the recent drama surrounding Jonathan Majors. His now ex-girlfriend recently accused him of abuse. After new evidence surfaced that the allegations were false, his accuser ultimately recanted, issuing an apology to Majors. Unfortunately, it seems that he has still lost many of his endorsements behind these accusations. It is definitely giving Rosewood vibes. What do you think? If you know, you know. It raises an important question. Would the outcome have been the same if the accuser was a Black woman? Unfortunately, the answer is no. America has a long history of frowning upon interracial relationships and believing the negative accusations of white women over Black women. But here at the Vault, we believe that love is love and you are innocent until proven guilty. So we at the Vault stand by you, Jonathan Majors. Keep your head up, King. Next up is all the news surrounding the NAACP, which has recently issued a travel advisory for Black people traveling to Florida, Mississippi, and using American Airlines due to increased risk of facing racism. As you may have heard, the governor of Florida has been filmed stating, quote, "Florida is where woke goes to die," end quote. Is that pig Latin for Black people, y'all? He has also passed several bills in the past month that require the removal of African American history in schools' curriculum and related literature. In addition to this, he is passing a bill that removes all minority fraternities and sororities from college campuses. It's almost like he's trying to make us disappear. Psych! So sorry for you, sir. You can't return the used and stolen goods. You can't remove our history from a country we have built. It's too ingrained in America's foundation. And really, by eliminating diversity and culture from your academics, you're only hurting the communities you claim to be protecting, children. I implore queens to continue teaching their children that there is more to the world than what we are taught, and it's okay to think independently and explore other cultures. Next up, it seems that Jim Crow is now alive and thriving. Jim Crow again in Mississippi. Jackson politicians and lobbyists have been in the news lately for their new Jim Crow law that passed last month. When questioned about the bill, representatives have stated, quote, "We need a safe space for ourselves and our family." I'm sorry, maybe you are ignorant of the last 400 years of atrocities. Let me refresh your memories. Enslavement, assassinations, lynching, massacres, imprisonment without due cause, rape, castration, police brutality, George Floyd, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. Hell, I've lost count. I think in your mind you need a safe space from our Blackness, but in reality, we need a safe space from your delusions of grandeur. And to make matters worse, the bill will be implemented with the use of Jackson's predominantly Black tax dollars. Make it make sense, y'all. Because the math ain't math. You're going to use my money to marginalize me further? To the residents of Jackson, here is my message to you. Get the hell out of there. And if you stay, you have a long journey ahead of you. Because we are not our ancestors, but these politicians clearly are the 2.0 version of theirs. In other news, American Airlines has been cited as charging African American tax on passengers' billing statement. Yes, you heard right and I read right. They are taxing our Black asses for being Black. When questioned by the passenger, the airline's customer service representative denied any knowledge of such a tax. There's no surprise there. Of course, the airline itself has not made any statements in regards to these accusations. We say cancel all three. Campus, Florida, no Disney World this year, Mississippi, we never liked that place anyway, and the Black Tax Airline. Maybe they'll feel less inclined to disrespect us when they lose our dollars. In other news, Tennessee suffered a horrific tragedy, y'all, last week with the murder of 6 people in an elementary school. Apparently, a transgender male and former student of the school walked in with 2 AR-15 rifles and murdered 3 children between the ages of 8 and 9 and 3 school employees. In response to America's 377th school shooting since 1999, that's a lot. Republican lawmakers are lobbying to give teachers guns and cast an even darker shadow on the LGBTQI community. The question I have is this: did we vote, or did these guys just walk in off the street and pick their seats? In what world does more guns decrease school shooting? That's like throwing a drowning man water instead of a life vest.
Help!
And what role does gender or sexuality have to play in kids dying? Am I in the Twilight Zone? It's time that politicians put their greed aside, stop focusing on race, gender, and sexuality, and start focusing on the real issue, which is gun control. How many more kids have to die? How many more parents have to suffer before we see change? In the words of the illustrious Manny Till, quote, "When something affects one of us, it affects all of us." The Queen's Vault is sending prayers to all the families affected and those in the LGBTQI community who are facing further negativity in the wake of this toxic narrative. But on a more positive note, it's time for our Black-owned business of the week. This week's Black-owned business is Pholk Beauty. I love this. I love this brand. A woman-owned natural skincare line that values both community and affordability. The Queen has tried this product line herself and gives it 4 out of 5 crowns for quality, affordability, and community service. If you want to hear more about my review of this product, just comment below, y'all. I'll hook you up with another video. Now, finally, my favorite part of the show, which is our words of inspiration for the week. This week, I dare you to be great. To walk into every damn room you have been told you don't belong. To use the voice you have been silencing for fear of persecution. This week, I dare you to be unapologetically you because you are magical beyond words and loved beyond measure. All right, queens, as always, it has been a pleasure. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I'm host, Queen TJ Woke. See you next time in the vault. And don't forget to stay woke.